Hey everybody, what's up? It's Steve with Primary Arms Optics here at EnforceTac 2025 in Nuremberg, Germany, going over some of the brand new Discovery 2025 products that we have for you this year. If you followed us through any of our SHOT Show videos or any of the social media posts we put out, you know we have some big new introductions in our PLX compacts in the 1 to 8, as well as the new 2.5 to 20 and the new 4.5 to 36. The biggest thing in the 1 to 8 is we have our new diffractive reticle technology. So what that is a brighter way of illuminating the reticle. We can actually make the elements in here a little bit finer, and we can go back to first focal plane if you're familiar with a second focal plane in the Nova reticle that we came out with last year. We can actually burn the new PLX Compact RDB brighter than we can the Novas. And it still maintains all of the detail and that first focal plane capability of its older first focal plane cousins. We're super excited to bring this to market for those of you guys that wanted that red dot bright illumination, but still wanted to maintain the functionality of the first focal plane. Now we have it in the new PLX Compact RDBs. Kind of keeping with the PLX theme here, we've got two new long range offerings in our PLX Compacts. The little brother of the two is our new 2.5 to 20. This is a 48 millimeter objective in a first focal plane. We're actually doing this in two brand new reticles. One of them is the Deca G2, which is that more traditional kind of horizontal and vertical stadia line non-grid reticle. And for those of you guys that are looking for a grid reticle in that mill-based, we do the new Athena BPR G2, which is a modification of the original. We got rid of the chevron in the middle and we just have a center dot aiming point. Very precise with a lot of information for those of you guys that like to shoot long range. Now this is the same optical system as the 1 to 8, so we've been able to maintain super lightweight and a very, very short profile. But some of the big things that we've done is we've made it a 34 millimeter tube, so we're getting more elevation and windage adjustment in the turrets. And then speaking of turrets, we're actually going over to a new cartridge turret design. So the ones that are on here are easy stop turrets, just standard 0 stops in the turret. But you'll be able to swap these out for things like locks, a push-pull release, so you can lock it in any position you want, one that'll lock at just 0, or you can go with a CAT system. So you can configure it for whatever you're going to be putting it on. Very light, super short, and very, very clean glass. Now, the little brother is the 2.5 to 20, so the big brother is the 4.5 to 36. So same basic setup, we still have that cartridge turret system, we still have illuminated reticles, and we're also doing the Deca G2 in this. However, instead of the Athena G2, we're doing our new Neptune reticle. So the Neptune reticle is another grid style or Christmas tree style reticle, but we're actually getting stadia lines every 10th mil. So it's very, very detailed, gives you a lot of great information for ranging targets as well as calling wind, seeing where that bullet drops in the field for very, very fast second round engagements. Nice big 56 millimeter objective on this thing. It's got great field of view and awesome light transmission. It's super bright. It's definitely a flagship scope in that long range category for those of you guys that are looking for it. We've got a few new offerings as well. We've introduced an entirely new series with our CLX series. Kind of the two stars of the show are the 3X and the 1X prisms. This is the new 3X CLX prism. It is a push button controlled for illumination etched reticle. So anybody who has an astigmatism and has a hard time with red dots and they see a great cluster or a smear, this one, because it is that etched reticle, it's going to act just like a standard rifle scope, and it's going to give you a nice sharp image to see whether the illumination is on or not. In the 1X system, it's a huge benefit because you no longer need backup iron sights. If for some reason the power goes down and you do not have the illumination to use, you still have the etched reticle to look at, so you can still use your optic without needing to switch to backup irons. Now, one of the big stars of the show, which we're super proud of and we're very excited about, is our new HTX1. The HTX1 is a US-made, fully enclosed reflex optic that is meant to be slide mounted on pistols, but you can also use it in either 12 o'clock or offset mounts on your larger, longer range optics. You can use it in a standalone mount on subguns, standalone mount as a standard AR style red dot. Runs off a CR2032 battery. Like I said, it is US made. We're actually growing the crystal for the emitter here in Germany. However, everything else in here is US. US materials, US machining, US coatings, and US assembly coming right out of Houston, Texas. So you can see on this Glock MOS blue gun we've got here, the bottom of the window actually sits flush with the top of the slide. So it gives us one of the lowest mounting profiles of any enclosed reflex for pistols on the market. We can co-witness with standard height sights and get a complete sight picture without the need to change your sights over to suppressor height sights. As you can see on this demo gun, the suppressor height sights pretty much block half of that window. So no need to change over to new sights, no need to change into a different holster. This will fit pretty much any optics ready holster that's out there. That CR2032 battery, super easy to find, and it's side mounted so you don't have to dismount the optic to change your battery. And it actually comes with 3 different chassis in the box. So we're doing the MOS chassis, we're doing an RMR-A chassis for the standard slab cut RMR guns, then we also do the RMR-B chassis for things like the ZEV slides, anything with those raised threaded bosses. Now this is available in both our ACSS Vulcan reticle, which is a 240 MOA outer circle, designed to get the shooter back on target if they present with a bad draw, they're shooting with their support hand, shooting around a barricade, anywhere where you usually lose that dot and have to sit there and fish for it. That circle lets you see which way the dot is. Everybody knows how to find the middle of a circle. You know which way to drive the gun to get it back on target. If that's not your thing, in the ACSS Vulcan variant, you can turn the circle off, or if you just don't want it at all, we do offer it in a 3 MOA dot version only as well. So if you guys want any more information on this, please feel free, hit us up, check out the web pages, and feel free to ask us questions. We love hearing from you guys, and we would love to see you in the next videos. We'll see you guys later.